ABC News foreign correspondent Meagan Fitzgerald is live in London. So, Meagan, this temporary truce was supposed to help set up ground routes where people can safely leave the country. Is that happening at all right now? What's the latest on the Americans still there?
Well, Joe, yet again, we are seeing another ceasefire agreement broken. I mean, we have seen several over the past several days that this fighting has continued and another one broken. Now, we are getting reports that there has been a lull in violence, even though there is gunfire and explosions that are taking place in the capital city. But to your question about these evacuations, yes, they are continuing. We know that countries all across the world are working as fast as they can to try and get their nationals out. That does include American citizens. Now, you know, there's some 16,000 U.S. citizens that are trapped inside Sudan right now. The United States government said that there are no plans at the moment for this wide-scale evacuation. They're not willing to put troops on the ground, but they are coordinating with other allies to try and make sure that American citizens who want to get out can get out. But this is a process. This is going to take time. And also, this is very dangerous, and this is a very risky operation. I mean, keep in mind, to leave Khartoum, which is the capital of Sudan, and to get to the border crossing, you're talking something like 15 hours. So it's long, it's dangerous. There's already been reports of looting, of people that are getting carjacked as they try and make their way outside of their homes, either to get food and water, to find supplies, which are very scarce, or as they try and make their way to a neighboring country to try and escape the violence. So this is still a very ongoing operation here that we're seeing from countries all across the world, but very dangerous indeed.
Meagan, yeah, absolutely fraught there. The World Health Organization is now warning about a biological hazard after fighters seized a major lab in Sudan's capital.
Right.
So talk to us about the situation there. What is this biological threat now?
Right. So the World Health Organization is very concerned. They're not saying which warring party, whether it was the Sudanese Armed Forces or the paramilitary that took hold of this laboratory. But this is a concern because inside are things like measles, along with other, materials and hazardous materials, pathogens that are inside. They kicked out the technicians, according to the WHO. So now you're talking about military members that are manning hazardous materials. So this is of grave concern as the fighting continues, guys.
So, Meagan, take us back to what started this whole conflict. Why are these two top generals fighting?
Yeah. So this you have to go back to 2019, for example. These two generals, the general of the Sudanese Armed Forces and the general of the paramilitary, used to be allies. They came together to overthrow the then dictator and president, Omar al-Bashir, back in 2019. Now, most recently, we have seen these negotiations between the two starting to reach this boiling point. Then the tensions and then the violence broke out because what they were trying to do was the Sudanese Armed Forces was trying to incorporate the paramilitary into their military, but obviously that went sour, and that's why we're seeing this violence folding out.
All right, Meagan Fitzgerald, thank you so much.
Well, straight ahead.